Welcome to another exciting edition to GroveCityHockey Presents
Hockey in our neck of the woods, and you, sir, were a very talked about person towards the end.
I'm a fifth-year senior, kind of. Well, it's my sixth year of college. Incredible.
Hey guys, we want to say thank you to our sponsor, Cut Shield, for bringing you this episode. Make sure you check them out on the link below and use the promo code for 25% off your order. Used by all 32 NHL teams and players, Cut Shield is the premier protective player clothing designed by players for players. Their innovative cut-resistant clothing has prevented serious injury to numerous players, including over 30 NHL players. Cut Shield gives you the peace of mind to go out and play without worrying about injury. Use our promo code GroveCityHockey, all lowercase and no space, for an additional 25% off your order today. Welcome to GCH Podcast. I'm your host, Ben W. Stock, and with me is Ryan Marker. Ryan, how you doing, brother?
Good, buddy. How are you?
Oh, been fantastic dealing with kids, building this island. But I'm glad that we had a chance to finally see each other face to face, because last time we did this, you were driving, you were on your way to a family event, and you had an opportunity to play in Winter West. Just not too long ago, and then a U.S. Roller Cup event, which is one of the first ones that they were able to put on this year. And I wanted to pick your brain, because not only did you go out to the West Coast and essentially dominate, you had 5 goals, 5 assists to lead the pros just in the few games. You had 4 games, right?
Yeah, round robin was 4 games.
Yep. Yeah, you had 4 games. Your team kind of got a little bit of the shaft going in, into the playoffs. You guys didn't make the playoffs, which, to me, kind of a bummer. But you made a statement there for Tim McManus with Team USA's coach, who's out there watching, like, hey, I want to come back and play for Team USA. How do you feel about your Winter West Wars event? How did that turn out for you?
It went well. I played well. I was playing with a team called Chemistry, which was like a bunch of younger kids and stuff like that, like up and coming pro guys. And no, it went well. I feel like I'm only improving as a player. I'm working hard. Like, I'm always training. Anyone that knows me, I'm a rink rat. I'm always at the rink. I'm always playing. I'm doing whatever I can to stay on the wheels, whether it's indoor, outdoor, it doesn't matter. And I'm trying to, make a case to hopefully make the team again. I mean, I want to, there's a lot of, bitterness from when we were there last time when we lost to Italy in the semifinals. I feel like, we a few bad calls, that could have changed everything and put us in that gold medal game, but it is what it is. And now I'm just looking towards the future to hopefully be able to represent USA again.
Yeah, so you have some unfinished business. I certainly want to see you achieve that, because I'm living vicariously through you and through all of the guys that I interview that played for Team USA. I know I'll never get that opportunity anymore. Being a guy that had to retire due to injury is just one of those things where it's just like, I have nothing but mad props, and it's one of those dreams that, you're like, hey, man, I wish I could do it. I just can't at the moment, but never say never. But at the same time, I got to come to the realization of my own mortality here, where if I want to play with my kids, then I gotta take a step back.
Exactly. Which at the end of the day, that's more important.
Oh, absolutely. So now tell us a little bit about the U.S. Roller Cup. How was that event for you, and how that turned out for you?
The event was good. I mean, I felt it was ran good. If there was only, like, the only thing that I could possibly complain about was I would have to say it's not only me. I think majority of the people that were there. So they have two roller sheets there, and they have one rink that's supposedly people play it all the time and they say it's the better rink, but they had the pro guys on like this other rink, and I felt like from what I've been told, the other I think they call it blue and gray rink or something like that. Like one's blue tile, one's gray tile.
Okay.
And the blue rink is normally like the better one, but there was like a little bit of like one of the tiles was kind of like lifted a little bit and they couldn't fix it in time. So they wanted to have the pro guys on the rink that they felt was, the best overall surface. So like the puck didn't move that well. But honestly, overall, the way it was ran though, it was ran great. They had obviously a great prize, for the team that won, which was obviously awesome. And I don't know, overall it was ran well, I thought.
Yeah. Now I had a chance to talk to Jake about his U.S. Roller Cup, and he was telling me about the venue. So tell me a little bit about that. Well, how was that atmosphere? Because he was saying like the crowds should be like almost right on top of you.
Oh, so the venue was fine. It was just the tile. That's the only thing I can complain about. The overall venue was fine. So yeah, so it's almost like the fans and like spectators are like kind of like above like the play. So like where they're sitting would be like at like almost like hip level or shoulder level, like to where you are. It's weird. Like they're like they're kind of like on top of you a little bit. So it was definitely different, but it was cool though. I honestly, if you put still mat tile on both of them rinks, that rink can hold a lot of tournaments.
Oh, that would be that.
Yeah.
Wow, maybe Tim can help him out with that.
Yeah, that would be still mat floor. I mean, especially, I'm a little spoiled. The rink that I play over here, we play on still mat. So you really don't realize how good still mat is till you go on other floors that aren't still mat. Like still mat floor is just unbelievable.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about the still mat flooring versus the other flooring. What makes it so much better versus the original sport court or the even the pluck and tile style that they had way back then.
I just feel like the puck just moves so well on still mat. Like it's definitely the closest thing that you could possibly get to, like, I guess you could say ice. You know what I mean? Like it's like the puck moves so well, especially when you use the still mat puck on the still mat floor.
Right.
It's unbelievable. And I'm even hearing, I don't even think it's a rumor anymore. I'm pretty sure, I'm almost positive it's confirmed that like still mats making wheels now.
Yeah. Yep. But from my understanding, that is only going to be used for the Czech national team.
Yep. I was just about to say that. You honestly, you just reminded me of. You're right. I forget where I heard that, but I heard it somewhere.
I think it was on Roller Dad. Was one of those.
That's it. That's it. That's where I heard it.
Yeah. But I mean, I listen to those guys. You listen to those guys. I've been trying to get them to chit chat with me. We keep saying, yeah, we'll do it, and then like the timing just hasn't worked out yet. So it's tough because you got a young family and you're just trying to make sure that you're present for them, and you also want the least minimal interruptions, so that way editing and stuff goes pretty smooth. So that's why we tried to shoot a little bit later in the evening, much to my fiance's chagrin, but she's a trooper. I've got nothing but love for her and her ability to put up with my shenanigans every day. So but yeah, so tell us a little bit about so you heard about the U.S. National Development Program. So tell us a little bit about your thoughts on that. I can give you a little bit of my take as we get going. So let's hear your thoughts on that, because I think it's going to be pretty cool.
So I personally love it. Like, I feel like it's going to be a great thing for the game. And I have a feeling that it's really going to blow up over the next few years. And I just think that in roller hockey, obviously, we have pro, but we don't have the NHL. We don't have that stuff. So our pinnacle of the sport is Team USA. So I feel like getting kids, introduced to the USA program, have the kids, play, in different little showcase showcases and tournaments and like, be involved in like clinics and like development and stuff like that. I feel like that's only good for the game, especially I think for guys that don't play ice hockey either, that just play roller in general. I feel like it just gives them another like avenue to play, like something else to play. And I don't want to confirm anything yet, but like there's a good chance I'm going to be a part of the national development program. So I've been talking to people about different things, and I love the direction that they're going.
Yeah, and it's crazy because now they have a East Coast, Central,
Midwest.
and then they have Midwest region,
Mm-hmm.
and then they have a West region, and they're gonna do those three teams are gonna have a showcase. After each, I think it's after State Wars or like after
after. So the way that works is the way they're doing it, at least for the first year, is all the kids that were, because you know how like State Wars has like them awards like Team North America, like Team World, and for like the top guys in each age group. I think them kids are the kids, I guess, that are going to be participating in this for the first year. And I know what their overall goal is obviously this year just do the East, the Midwest, and the West. But I know that they want to expand and actually invite other countries to this. Like that's like their next step for like I think the next year, 2025.
Yeah, because you got teams from Namibia that come over. You got teams from Australia that come over. You got teams from Brazil. You got a couple of guys coming up from Colombia, from Mexico. All of these guys to bring that international. What do you think it's going to take to get an international World Cup type event going here in the States or in general? Kind of like, you have the World Skate Games, but it's tough to get a feel for, which one is going to be like the headline event for these international type games. You got Team France coming over that's going to play in the Palma Pro, which I think is going to be awesome. Great. Yeah, I think it's going to be phenomenal. Because it's not many guys get a chance to see, those guys that are playing overseas in the French league, playing here in the States.
Yeah. So another reason why I think, now the more that we're talking about it, it's bringing up more things in my head. The other thing that I think that's great about the national development program is, so all these other countries like France, Italy, Spain, Colombia, Czech Republic, they all have like camps during the year, like different tournaments, like different like development things to get these kids ready. And I'm just being honest, me as a player that's played against international guys, from the first time I played on Team USA, which was 2017, to when I was there last was like late in 2022 for the last World Championship, I noticed a huge difference in them 5 years on how countries are improving. Like countries are, I don't like saying this, but some countries are starting to catch up. And obviously I think creating like a development program will give us a better eye of the talent that should be on the Team USA teams in the future.
Yeah, and I agree with you because watching the World Skate Games, the U.S. women's team, the juniors, got smoked by the Namibian team, almost by double digits, which is unheard of because they're like, where's this country at in Africa? I know a little bit about it because I got to coach when I was over there. I just watching those guys. Then you have the junior men's where the Chinese Taipei team came over and just dominated as well. So I mean, like, we got to figure out what we got. We got to think up something, or we're going to be left behind, and we're going to be going, what is happening here?
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, like these other teams, like they take it so serious. Like obviously not every country has that high level ice hockey like we do and stuff like that. So sometimes, guys, I feel in the US, take roller hockey for granted. Sometimes like when them guys over there, they live and breathe roller hockey. Like they love it. Like they have 6 a.m. runs, like they have like long camps and stuff like that. So they're really grinding to make that team. So when they get to this world championship, they give it their all no matter what.
Yeah, and it's it's like you were saying, like the tune-up games, there really isn't much. Kind of like how I was watching Miracle the other night. They have, we need to make it tougher. We need to have more international friendlies to get that kind of boost going, to kind of get prepared and ready for what's about to happen. Otherwise we're just we're gonna end up getting beat by the Czech B team 15-3.
Yeah, for real. I mean, thank God we have a ton of talent in America, but eventually talent only takes you so far, right? So
that's right. You got to be able to work as a unit. Hopefully, we can start to see that improvement in direction going in a positive light. With this national development program, on every level, because you not only have the juniors for both men's and women's, but you also going all the way up to the legends too, which is guys that are over 45. So I mean, like, it'd be nice to be able to see all of that kind of getting that representation that we, because we all love the game of roller.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more.
Yeah. So I mean, it's like, so what other things are you getting ready to, because now what your summer schedule is going to look like, right?
Yeah.
So you get tours just opened up their registration. You guys are going to be there, right? Do you know which team you're playing with?
Well, for tours,
yeah.
Still up in the air.
Still up in the air.
I'll definitely be there, but right. I don't know with who yet.
Okay. And then what about the other two tournaments, Narch and State Wars? Is that still up in the air too?
I mean, I guess yeah. I would probably say yeah. It's still up in the air.
Okay. Do you have any idea where you're leaning towards? Or you rather not say?
If I had the
I don't want to take away an opportunity here.
Yeah, it's probably between like 3 teams, I would say. Like okay. 3 okay. I have 3 teams that are like in the mix, so.
Okay, cool.
And the only reason why that is because I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to make all 3. Right. And two out of the 3 teams would prefer guys that play all 3. Right. You know what I mean? Just to keep the chemistry going through the whole summer, which I respect. So, with having a newborn, it's going to take a lot of convincing.
Yeah, that's going to be. Yeah, I know that feeling, because I have yet to make it to a tournament since the baby was born. Myself, not to play, but to broadcast. I've been doing the podcast and talking about the MIHA events as I can. But yeah, so I mean, it's just one of those ones where once you have the baby, it's going to be, let's focus 100% on that life for a few weeks.
Yeah. And I would say for sure, I mean, if I do, if I get lucky enough and I get to represent Team USA again, I mean, being gone for like 10 days, I might have to only play like 2 tournaments instead of 3. I might have to take off one of them.
Right. Yeah, which would make sense, but then that would be essentially your 3rd tournament, because you got a chance to
exactly.
Yeah, and have get to finish some of that unfinished business with those Italians.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if I had to say between all 3 of them, the ones that I'm probably gonna go to, like the 2 that I definitely am probably gonna go to are tours and State Wars, just because Narch, going across country and stuff like that, at least tours and State Wars like are drivable. So I mean, if I had to drive, I could do that.
Yeah, because tours is still down in Florida, and State Wars is going to be in Missouri this year. Yeah. And I also, think it's going to be pretty cool that France is going to be playing at State Wars. I actually been thinking about making the trip myself, but unless I get a new job, that I don't see happening because I've already used up all my vacation time.
Oh, that's the
Yeah.
worst.
Well, like the daycare situation that we had before my son started going to school. They were just like, "Oh, your son's acting up. You got to come pick him up," and it just zapped everything for like the last 12 days that he was there, and it was like he was just getting sent home every other day, and it was like, "All right, we're done." So, but
Oh man,
that's life,
I'll know more. I'll know more what you mean very soon.
Yeah, well, I'm actually looking forward to it. I cannot wait to see what happens. I know you have a busy day ahead of you. This time change has really kind of flustered everybody.
Yeah.
My baby's not sleeping. I know you got to get back in and take care of that pregnant wife of yours. So I'm gonna end this episode now, but don't hesitate to keep staying in contact. We're gonna keep chit chatting. Like we have been, and I can't wait to hear how you guys are doing. And again, probably the next time I talk to you is going to be a congratulations on the newborn.
Yep. Yeah, we can't wait. Obviously, I appreciate you having me on. It's always a great time, and yeah, I'm looking forward to the. It's a completely new experience. Like so my brother and my sister both have kids, but. Mm-hmm. They're 12 and 14 years older than me. So like my nephew is realistically only 4 years younger than me. So we're like practically brothers.
Yeah.
So like my parents haven't had a grandkid in like 17 years now. So like this is like it's almost like they're restarting.
Yeah. Yeah, so but it's gonna be worth it because my fiance, she hasn't had a child of her own until we had Benin, and grandma has just jumped up leaps and bounds. I mean, she does have 2 grandkids of her own that are 14 or 15 years old now, but it's different when you have that huge gap. And then you again, like you said, you're restarting and everything's all over. And
exactly.
It's gonna be quite an experience, and it's one that I can't wait to swap and share stories with you, bud.
Yeah, I can't wait to have her on the wheels eventually. That's something I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, Luke's already got his set of wheels already, and I'm gonna pass them on down to Benin when she starts. And Luke just can't get enough skating. We just got new skates too, so we'll be out there skating with them before too long.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So well, that's it for this episode. I'm Ben W. Stock. Ryan Magic Marker with us on this episode. Again, I can't thank you enough, bud.
Thank you. I always appreciate it.
All right, bud. Take care. Cheers.
You got it, buddy.